Hello, beautiful fellows. I'm your friendly guide, Mr. Smart, and today we're going to discuss interdependence. In simple words, interdependence is the mutual dependence of individuals, organizations, or even nations. Interdependence is the very principle of nature. It synergizes the potential of individuals on a personal, organizational, or even international level. We'll go into some examples of interdependence at work later in this animation, but for now, let's paint the bigger picture first. That will allow us to see the significance of interdependence more clearly. You're familiar with dependence and independence, right? Okay, let's first go over them quickly before discussing interdependence in detail. Stephen Covey, in his book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, beautifully describes dependence as a paradigm of you. You should take care of me. You should do this. You should do that. You are responsible for all this. As in, I am dependent on you. Contrarily, independence is the paradigm of I. I am self-sufficient. I can do this by myself. I am capable. I am responsible. And finally, I am independent. Now, that leads us into interdependence, which is the more harmonious paradigm of we. We can do it together. We can cooperate. We can synergize. We can combine our talents and abilities. We can achieve something greater together. Simply speaking, we are interdependent for the greater good of both of us. Let us differentiate these 3 paradigms a little further. Some people need others to get what they want. They're dependent on others, as opposed to the people who can simply get what they want without anyone's help. They're independent. Now, some people prefer to combine and synergize their efforts, talents, and abilities with others. They often achieve greater success than the first 2 categories. So, which paradigm would be the most beneficial for success? Interdependence, the paradigm of we, of course. Dear fellows, this animated video is part of the 7 Habits series. Don't forget to find the links to other videos of this series in the description below. This series is based on Stephen Covey's book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. It's one of the best books ever written in human history. It's inspired generations, and incredibly continues to do so. You can buy this book through the link in the description below. And if you're too busy to read this book like most of us are, you can watch the animated videos of the 7 Habits series to understand and internalize the principle enshrined in this book by Stephen Covey. The 7 habits are: 1. Be proactive. 2. Begin with the end in mind. 3. Put first things first. 4. Think win-win. 5. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. 6. Synergize. 7. Sharpen the saw, undergo frequent self-renewal. Subscribe to Mr. Smart and hit the bell button if you want to lead a healthy and smart life based on the supreme principles like interdependence. This 7 Habits series is part of Mr. Smart's endeavor to promote smart living. Links to other animated videos are in the description below for your convenience. You'll find these videos inspiring and entertaining, especially if you want to learn to lead a smart life physically, mentally, emotionally, and financially. Please join and subscribe to Mr. Smart to help promote smart living. Now let us come back to our topic at hand, interdependence. It's mutual dependence of 2 or more individuals, organizations, or even nations. Let us discuss these levels of interdependence one by one. On an individual level, males and females depend on each other to procreate. The human race would cease to exist if all males and all females became literally independent. The very concept of division of labor is based on the principle of interdependence. Some people join the medical profession while others find more interest in creative arts. But as a whole, all members of a healthy society are interdependent for a better and enriching life. On an organizational level, employees depend on their employer for their livelihood, while that employer, in turn, depends on its employees for all the work and productivity. Similarly, one auto manufacturing company cannot make all parts of a car by itself. It outsources parts to different manufacturing plants. There are thousands of parts in a car which come to an assembly line from different manufacturing units located in different parts of the world. The very progress of human civilization is based on this interdependence. On the international level, some countries like Middle Eastern countries have more crude oil than they require. So they export their oil to the USA, Europe, or China. where industrial units or factories manufactures goods and products which are in turn exported to the entire world, including the oil-exporting Middle Eastern countries. That is how interdependence works. Beautiful friends, I need to remind you that this video is part of the 7 Habits series. Links to other videos of the 7 Habits series are given in the description below for your convenience. The series of animations is based on Stephen Covey's book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, which has empowered and inspired readers for over 25 years, with over 25 million copies sold worldwide. Your friendly guide, Mr. Smart, has created this series of animated videos to inspire you to lead a healthy and successful life based on the 7 habits presented in Stephen's book. We're all leading busy lives in which we don't find ample time to read and understand books that can bring about a paradigm shift in our approach and attitude towards life. Consequently, there's a strong need to condense such inspiring books into entertaining and easy-to-understand video lessons. So Mr. Smart has adopted the creative animations as his means to teach or inspire you to lead a better life physically, mentally, emotionally, and financially. This 7 Habits series is a part of Mr. Smart's endeavor to promote smart living. Like this video if after watching it you have a better understanding of interdependence. Don't forget to subscribe to Mr. Smart if you want more content that will help you lead a smart life. And yes, hit the bell button for notifications. What are you waiting for? It is totally free.